everybody. Harvey Talks Prison here. Somebody had asked me this a long time ago, and they asked it on both Quora and YouTube because, you know, they subscribe to me on both of them. I've been putting it off, and they asked me a couple times, so I figured I'd go ahead and get it out of the way. If you're new, subscribe. If you like this prison content, share, hit that like. This is, I really don't see no message in this, except that maybe those with messed up cases need to leave those children alone. It's not entertainment. This is just something that happened, and so let's get into it. They moved this guy in the wing that had a messed up case, and, you know, of course everybody was on him trying to run him out. Others trying to stop him from running him off the yard, out of the housing unit, because they just went and extorted him for money, and they was getting money from him. And they was telling him things like, you know, pay us and these other guys will leave you alone, you know. We'll make sure they don't bother you. Well, they moved this guy in. He'd been trying to get into this housing unit because he had a couple of partners over there. Now, the dude with the messed up case was a Sigma, and this dude was a Kappa. If he had been an Alpha, he wouldn't have been able to move in with him. But this guy had, the dude with the messed up case was in a cell with another Sigma that never bothered anybody, you know, and he was just one of those laid back guys, and not really one of those who use his hands either, you know, even if he had to. But he did not want this guy in the cell with him. So he figured he had to do something or people would start looking at him funny. So he tried to whoop the guy, and the guy with the messed up case, I guess, came out better, you know. But anyway, this dude, this Kappa dude, he tells the guy, he goes, hey, move in with me. He says, you don't have to pay, you know, maybe give me a soup or something here and there, but you won't have to pay all this outrageous money to all these guys. And, excuse me. So he agreed to move in with it, which kind of surprised everybody, you know. That one, the guy wanted him to move in. Two, that the guy accepted. The first night they was in the cell, they was about 6 or 7 cells down from me. You could hear the yelling, the beating, screams. And at one point, my cellie said it sounded like, I couldn't make it out, but cellie said it sounded like he said, take it out. Anyway, the next morning, they let us out for breakfast. You know, after they count, like 6 o'clock, around 6:30, maybe a little bit after that, they start letting people out for, it depends on what rotation your house is in, because it changes each day. They let us out for breakfast. Well, we come out for breakfast, and the dude that was a Kappa, he comes out, and he's not saying anything. His cellie doesn't come out, and we all go to breakfast, and I'm sure he's telling his partners about what happened. But anyway, we come back, and the wing is full of COs, correctional officers. I mean, and people in, like caseworkers and stuff like that. And we had to kind of wait off to the side, you know. Nobody was allowed to go in the cell right away, at least not for the first few minutes. And then after a little bit, they told us all to lock down. So we all locked down. And it's funny, they told us to stand off to the side, but you know, I guess it got to be too many. And then they tell us to lock down. They start screaming it. You know, give us time. You know, but they, lock down now. Get in your cells. We're trying to go there, dude. You don't have to scream. Anyway, because my cell is on the same row that his is on, I can't see what's going on, but I can, you know, you can hear us a little bit from time to time. They bring his cellie out. They got him up against the wall and cuffed and everything. They bring his cellie out. His cellie's black and blue. And, I mean, he's just a mess. I mean, he's bad. And dude that they have cuffed against the wall, screaming at him, ain't nothing you can do. No matter where you go, you're not going to be safe. It's going to be like that for you. You know. And started calling him all these names. And then people say, you know, me and Kevin has talked about this later, and I've talked about it with some other guys. And people say, well, you've never really cared about those people with messed up cases, and I still don't. You know, what happens to them happens to them. But that was bad hearing that. You know, the screams and beatings and all that. You know, I mean, it was the screams is what really got me. But I guess if there was to be a message, it's, you know, you guys with messed up cases may not get a whole lot of time, but these are some of the things that can happen to you. You know, the guy was beaten, violated, and no telling what all, you know, but it's real bad. So they go to the hole, and some people, you know, some of his partners saying, yeah, he just moved the dude in there to do that to him. But he said the messed up thing is, we worked on a long time getting him down to this housing unit so that we can kick it, you know, and then he has to do this, you know, he's not even here a week. And so they was kind of, I said, but you know, you got to understand, you know, somebody was going to do something like that, you know. I said, a lot of us just wanted to run him off the yard, you know. They don't deserve to be on the yard. And he goes, yeah, but there's people, you know, that they're just getting money from him and stuff, you know. And they're talking about their own partner, you know. He ruined all that, and not to mention that we're not going to be able to kick it with him anymore. He's getting another charge, you know. And in Missouri, not only do you get a charge for everything he did, he's also going to get a hate crime, because you hurt those and you get a hate crime. It used to not be like that, but it is now, or it was when I was in prison. It's just, I don't understand, you know. If you put hate crime on this person and for doing something to this person, that person, why don't you just put hate crime on if you do something to anybody, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. But and maybe that's because of the way I feel about those with messed up cases. And that's why I like J.D. DeLay so much. I know you guys are probably tired of me promoting him and his channel and his videos and stuff, and I apologize for that, but I love that dude, man, and he goes after those with messed up cases a lot, you know, and he doesn't hold back like I do sometimes. So if you want to know how I think about him, watch his channel, especially his videos about him. And anybody that's what people ain't realizing is a lot of us in prison, not only do we love kids, but a lot of people had children of their own, you know. And I've heard so many people say, you know, those people that those children they hurt, that was somebody's son, that was somebody's daughter, that was somebody's brother or sister, and you all know why I'm in prison, and so I ain't got no sympathy, you know. But I will say, those screams got to me, you know. It was it was unnerving, to say the least. But like when the guy, I told you about the guy that got goaded into beating up this guy with a messed up case in the gym, and he accidentally, you know, unalived him. You too, you happy with that? I didn't lose any sleep over what happened to that guy. I was more disappointed that the young kid was going to get more time. He was going home in 7 years. How can I put this? You know, I was talking about the dude that asked the question. He said, and he was just right out blunt about it, but he said, do those with messed up cases ever get violated in prison? You know, the booty bandits come for them, and they do on some of them, you know. But a lot of times, most times it's not. It's just them being extorted or beaten or ran off the yard. I feel that those who go after them in a sexual way, they're doing it not because they want to mistreat them or anything, because well, they probably are, but I mean, they're wanting to do that anyway. They're, you know, they're big bubbas, you know. Because if you're a straight person and you want to do something to one of those with the messed up cases like they did to the children, you can't do it because you're straight. That's just the way I see it. So he wanted to do this anyway, but he got, you know, he really messed the dude up, you know, and I don't lose any sleep over it. Like I said, the screams did get me. But anyway, that's all I got for you. I really don't like answering questions like this because there's no message in it. Really, they're just stories, you know. Except maybe the only message like this could happen to you, you know. And it's just uncomfortable talking about. For me, it is anyway. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.